Welcome to the Insight Drop, short segments to fuel your growth, sharpen your strategy, and challenge the status quo. This is Beyond Tradition.
Balancing your business needs with your personal finances. So obviously we have a big issue. No, I don't want to call it an issue, but something that's a reoccurring theme within our society is living above your means.
Oh, God. Well, yeah. I
right?
mean, social media has put
Yeah.
unrealistic lifestyles out there,
Right.
and people forget that they're paying
Yeah.
they're paying to take
I'll
pictures
never
next to a
keep up with the
Lamborghini.
Joneses,
Yeah,
right? I
exactly.
don't care
You
about
know,
any of that. But
no. Good for
um
you. I mean, good for you if that's a goal and you made it. That's
yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
You know what I
If your
mean?
goal
But
is to have a Lambo, how about it, Haas?
get it.
Right? Private jet? How about it, Haas?
Yeah.
Can't say that I'm above that. Yeah, see, but you really have to balance your business needs. What does your business need to grow? Do you have the money to pay yourself? What are you paying yourself? And then your personal needs. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, it does mean sacrifice in the beginning.
But that's why you're doing this, because
Mhm.
you see the bigger picture, you see the end goal, and you know
Yeah.
you can achieve it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Profit first is a strategy. Have you I've heard about the profit first, and you essentially set aside your profit. Again, you have to know your profit and your margin.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see this.
And then you, from there, once you get your profit pulled, then you determine your salaries.
I mean, that's how I've done it,
Yeah.
because how else would you be able to determine your salary? And, like,
Yeah.
you can't just pay yourself what the going rate is,
Right.
because if your business isn't pulling in that going rate, you obviously can't pay yourself that.
Right.
But again, this is one of those balances where, like, I know contractors that they take all their profit at the end of the year. And it's
Mhm.
just like, well, that's great.
Mhm.
But one, did you need all of it? Two, like, let's set up emergency funds for the business.
Right.
Let's, you know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
invest some of it. Let's, build a financial plan
Yes.
that for growth and for long-term growth, not
Right.
just, I want this right now.
Right.
But
What
again,
you see so much too, especially in our trades, is let's go buy that brand new pretty truck.
yeah, and a boat, baby.
And a boat.
I always go back to the boat, because if I have one more contractor say, I mean, it's only a 23-footer. I'm like, no.
No, shut up.
I'm like, you
It's
don't.
just like, oh, it's just a $95,000 F-250 that's lifted. And shut the. But it's
Yeah.
like, you do not need a 2024.
No, and
Sorry,
you
guys.
don't need a $100,000 truck. It's
right.
a truck.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, like, there's so many other vehicles.
Listen, that's a whole conversation that will really rage bait a few people.
Yeah, I know. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful.
They are beautiful. I love
mean,
them.
Again, I like the 550s with the flatbeds on the back of them. If I'm gonna pick a truck, a dual, you know what I
love
mean?
Big booty Judies. That's what
Yeah.
they call them, because they're the Ford F-250 dualies.
Yeah.
Like, listen, they're
Yeah,
beautiful.
they
I
are.
get it. Yeah, but is that
Yeah.
reinvestment or is that personal compensation? So it's kind of like, sure, if you're doing, of course, if you've got that expendable cash, it can be a write-off. But we don't see, I mean,
Yeah.
yes, there are big guys that can do that. And
Yes.
yeah, 100%.
But usually they know where their profit margin is. So
Right.
they're increasing their salary throughout the year.
Mhm.
Or sometimes they'll just take a bonus at the end of the year, but they're
Right.
never taking all of the profit out of the company.
Right.
But I think in the early years
Mm-hmm.
of being an entrepreneur, you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm making all this money. Let's go do this. Let's do this. Let's
Mhm.
do this. And
I
it's
can get that
like,
truck. I can afford
yeah,
that truck. I'm
exactly.
gonna go get that truck.
Exactly. And so instead of just taking a moment to follow, again, but if you don't have a plan,
Right.
and if you don't have a budget, you don't have a plan, you don't have some sort of strategy in
Accountability.
place,
Right.
I think it can be very easy.
And again, that's grounds for divorce.
It
if you go do
is.
that, again, we all know that.
Oh,
Like, I'm not
man.
gonna go buy what I love. What is it? The G-Wagon? The box?
Mhm.
Would I love that? Yeah. Am I gonna ever go pull that trigger without talking to Trevor first? Absolutely not. I can't
No?
even say that I would even do it because I don't care that much. But
No.
cars isn't a
I don't
priority to
know.
me, right? I'd rather have a house
Yeah, well,
international, right?
I'd rather have a few houses international, but
Right.
that GT3 RS
Yeah,
is calling my name, man.
I got a Rolls Wraith on my mind.
Really?
But yeah.
I don't. Those kind. Yeah, I mean,
Listen. But
honey.
yeah, those are conversations and boundaries and kind of all the things to think about when you're
Yeah.
Especially because there is a different, I mean, you start, you're hustling, you're going, and then you're kind of in a coasting. We're like, hey, money's coming in. I got this to do this. I
Yes.
got this. But what are your priorities? That goes back to your goals too.
Yeah. Well,
What's
and
important to you?
or yeah, and when you set these goals and you're working towards them, but then you get off track by shiny things. And so
Listen.
yeah. And
Yeah.
that's never been a problem for me, but
Yeah.
with partners in the past it's been a problem. And
I
so it's one of those, I'm like, yeah, I get it. We're making
right.
great money. It doesn't mean we need to start doing different things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or acting a different way, or
Right.
and just
Compensation.
having that really tough conversation of, if you don't technically work for the business, maybe, and
Yes.
you're doing work for the business and you're not being paid.
Compensated,
Yeah,
right.
I would just maybe have that conversation and just put it out there and get
Mhm.
a feel for it. But again, at the end of the day, if this is your person and this is your partner and your spouse and your best friend, I don't see where any sort of
Yeah.
hesitation or pushback would come
Right.
from. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
And if you are getting pushback, time to really think about things, reevaluate things, suggest therapy. I would say the Gottman
I would ask
method.
why. I would
Mhm.
definitely ask why there's
Mhm.
pushback. Like what I would want to know the underlying reason,
Right.
because mm, from
Yeah.
experience, my mind goes to, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
yeah. So,
But
yep.
open, honest, transparent, accountability,
Yeah,
communication
for sure.
between business partners, spouses, everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. I think that's it, guys.